Hello, hello, hello. How you doing today?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. And how did we get to this moment? What happened?
Well, I was over here. I'm not for sure what I was doing, but I just finished up yoga, and you approached me.
You just finished up yoga. That's why you got the yoga mat on the ground.
Yes.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Look at me, almost saying perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. And how's your mental health?
Um, you know what? Life is definitely lifing.
Yeah.
It's getting better each and every day. As long as I try to put myself first, everyone else gets taken care of.
Okay, I like that. I like that. And how often do you practice self care?
Ooh. Well, you know what? Self care can come in many forms.
Yep.
Sometimes I may not make it outside or may not have time to come outside, but I have a morning ritual
Okay.
where I will get up. Well, Spirit wakes me up earlier in the morning, and I'll pray. I'll read my word. Um, and whatever that consists of coffee, time with myself, try to get acclimated to what I have to do, and then it's full steam ahead. And then my nighttime ritual is for me to take spiritual baths and me to have time with myself where I disconnect.
I love that. I love that. I love it. You start. I was waiting for some more stuff to come on. I'm like, all right, disconnect. Again. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah, disconnect. Yes,
Disconnect. Okay, I love that.
definitely need it.
Okay. How often do you try new experiences?
I'm very adventurous,
Very adventurous.
so I'm willing to try not everything, but a lot of things.
Oh, not everything. Yeah.
At least one. You have to set some boundaries.
Hmm.
So, most things at least once. I'm very adventurous in food. I
Food.
travel a lot, so I'm
Travel.
willing to travel to a lot of places.
Okay.
I'm willing to try alternative therapies.
Hmm.
Yes, I'm very adventurous. So,
Okay.
yes, I try a lot of different things.
I like that. I like that.
Hmm.
So when you try new experiences, right?
Hmm.
How do you cope with that weird feeling or that uncomfortable feeling going through your brain?
Um, I just take it in as my experience is my experience, and whether good or bad, like it's mine, and I share my experience when people ask me, and then but tell them to still try to encourage them to have their own experience
Yeah.
because they may not get the same results as me.
Mm.
But yes, just how I deal with it is push through.
Okay.
But of course, it depends on what specifically it is.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
And would you say that you're always present when you're trying new experiences?
Um. Well, I am. Well, one, disconnecting from my phone.
Mm. Okay. All right.
Disconnecting from electronics. It allows me to, and I feel like a lot of times we're so connected to social media and what's going on in our phone that we forget about the journey, forget about the experience that we're having, and like lose sight of it.
Mm. Okay. I like that. I like that. I like that. So we're gonna talk about.
Okay.
Okay. So when I first approached you, right, and I told you, what's the first thing you said?
Earthing.
Earthing. Okay.
Yes.
Why that? Why earthing?
Because it's the actual term.
Mm.
There is a term called earthing.
Okay.
Like even at home, I have an earthing mat.
Earthing.
If you're not able to get outside, you can lay on the earthing mat. Then it's basically like it simulates like the energy and the currents that you would get from the earth. Um, and also, I have like earthing pillowcases. Yes. So, yes, I'm very familiar with earthing, and yes, it grounds you and it centers you.
I love that. I love that. I love that. Okay. Well, I ain't got to explain that part. You got that down. Okay. So, one term that I heard from a yoga instructor was something called toe yoga. Have you ever heard that?
I've never heard of toe yoga, but I do know that we also have chakras in our toes
That do what?
that are connected to medians that run through our body.
Okay. So I want to talk about one specific thing, right?
Okay.
Toe wiggling. What does
Toe?
that do for you? Toe wiggling.
Toe wiggling? I would say toe wiggling probably makes me happy.
Oh.
But no one really sits around and wiggles their toes unless they're like kids. Which is why we should be more childlike.
More childlike, exactly, right? So toe wiggling, right? That stimulates the brain and sends positive emotions to the brain.
Okay, I can
You know,
see that.
yeah. That's another way, right? Okay. And how often do you just like simply just like expose your feet? Take your socks and shoes off and just expose them.
Expose my feet? Not enough.
Not enough.
Definitely not enough. I think growing up, like, I was told to make sure I walk around the house with socks on, and just because, I don't know, I guess my parents thought that was the right thing to do. And even me as a parent, I have told my kids to make sure that they walk around, but I no longer tell them that. But I probably never really walk around barefoot unless I'm like outside, or recently I was in Ghana and I wore a lot of sandals, and there's a lot of dirt all over the place, so I was unintentionally earthing.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up, right? So everybody out there, right, exposing your feet as basically a way to express freedom. How you feeling about this interview so far?
I'm okay.
You feeling okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So last exercise here, okay?
Okay.
Can you step out your comfort zone, right? And
okay.
Expose your feet to the camera.
Wait a minute. There's a disclaimer.
Okay.
I just recently had a pedicure, and my pinky toes, for some reason, that polish came off.
It's all good. It's all good.
So don't be judging my toes.
I'm not. Trust me, I'm not.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
All right, Bill. All right, boom. Okay, her feet's on camera. How you feeling?
I'm fine. Squish your feet.
Yep. Activate that nervous system. Okay. How does that feel when you do that? Yeah. Well, not, I mean, you know, it's all laughter is a form of medicine. Correct.
Yes.
Okay. And also, your feet are very sensitive. Correct. I'm guessing that, right? Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how sensitive are they?
I'm very ticklish, so when I get pedicures, I laugh.
Oh, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So, how you feel about this interview overall?
It's very hilarious.
It's very hilarious. Okay. Interview overall?
Yes.
All right.